In the village Margaret these days have been a good opportunity for people. Gambling debt story just step out. Alice saw a few people gathering. A place of gossip and small talk. Talking about his family. George and Sharon are famous. The most disgusting thing in the village is that both he and his wife are officials. Retired senior banker. Have an only son, so always. Also unconditionally pampered from the very beginning. Little Ryan got whatever he wanted. Naughty boy beat his friend until his arm was broken. Before then angry and smashed the TV. In the house, but grandparents just smile. Let it go, the bigger the matter the more Ryan won't. He comes to destroy the village without regard for anyone. Hang out with bad friends. Always look up to the sky. I am a rich man. I don't let anyone in. Ryan also asked his parents to start a company. But mainly to show off to the world. They had to hire someone to run it again. This grandparent also realized the consequences but did not. Too late, no matter how much advice. No, Mr. George had to discuss with him. Wife and husband go to fortune teller in Florida. I heard from my friend that there is a teacher here. Very good fortune teller, can predict everything. Can predict the future. At the same time, he also solved the problem. Such a rebellious and incurable child. The silver in the house all took turns leaving. But when I went to find that teacher, it was strange. Instead, his son turned his attitude around. Good and smart businessman Mr. George. Hearing that, I was overjoyed. Now he is like, when sick, pray to the gods. The king does whatever he is told to do immediately. On the day the couple immediately bought plane to Florida, he just follow the address. Just to ask the way to the shaman's house. Bumpy and difficult to travel. Far away to have a house. The house is deserted and scary. The shaman's house is quite deep. In the village, from the gate to the house is full. Everyone sitting was eagerly waiting. It was Mr. and Mrs. George's turn to have a hard time. Jostle to get a seat. Mrs. Sharon sneak peek at people telling stories. Everyone praises him up to the clouds. Green. People are living witnesses. Witnessed him exorcising demons. Creepy stories just embroider. Weave. The Mrs. Sharon again felt sympathetic. With this teacher, if you are so good, your son will know. Repentantly she turned her head to look at her children. All my friends are good. Success is sad. It's all because my grandparents spoiled me too much. Leading to the painful consequences like today. Now, wild all day long until dark. It was Mr. and Mrs. George's turn to be both hungry and thirsty. Tired but thinking about the scene of being taught by the teacher. Score, then try to be happy, teacher. After looking through it, I decided to use it. The leaf was heated over the fire 7 times and then told to turn back and repent. Need to get him a wife, the chosen girl. 6 houses away, mother died early, father gambled. Only this girl can outshine me. Her son. Mrs. Sharon fell backwards when she heard this. The girl that the teacher mentioned is Cynthia, the girl who was gang raped. That time everything was noisy and everyone knew. No one in the village dares to give their children away. I'll go out with Cynthia this time. If you marry Cynthia, you will have no face. Any more no's will definitely be criticized by the whole village. Laugh at the old lady said loudly. That her daughter-in-law at least presented master's degree or higher she never accepted. Accept less educated daughters because less. How can I help my husband manage if I study? Financial management later on also replace grandparents. Shouldering everything, and yet Cynthia only has finished grade 9 and still slow. Everyone is stupid and foolish. Just hit whatever they are told to do. But not as agile as those. The more others thought, the more she sighed. Sharon asked the teacher, any other way or get the girl another wife, but was scolded by the teacher. Discharge, then send back. Teacher love always famous. The most difficult people he hates. Doubting his talent but still coming. Here look, ask back, ask. Told one thing, done another, never. Now compare for the second time again, toy guest. Speaking of which, it's crowded like a festival. But I remember all those ingredients. Mr. George and his wife had to leave. All the way, they kept talking. Silver half believe half doubt but keep thinking about it. Scene of having to marry Cynthia to her son. Then both grandparents have the same feeling. Same as Mrs. Sharon squeezing endlessly. I don't know what to do anymore. You too. When she got home, she was surprised to find. Believe the new son of the noble family. Lottery lost 3 billion. Creditors came to the place. But they also threatened if you don't give me money today they will kill you. Mrs. Sharon had no choice but to hold the savings book. Save in the bank and pay them back. Looked at the son sitting there. Absent-minded. Corner on the sofa, then heart ached. Debt collection happens all the time. Ryan always showed remorse to him. Talk is nice but not effective. That's Mrs. Sharon's analysis. In a fit of anger she hit Ryan. If he does not agree, I will marry him. Confiscate everything and leave Ryan alone later. Do whatever you want to do to surprise Ryan. Level when out of nowhere parents catch. He married his wife when he knew her identity. Cynthia will bounce like a leech on lime old. Ryan is dating all hot girls now. She is beautiful and fresh. Ryan is also famous. Reputation is a womanizer instead of a lover. Change clothes now force him to get a wife. Rustic, ugly mish like that. Ryan also disagrees. That's right. Mr. and Mrs. Ryan's plan was strongly opposed. He left to avoid conflict. This time Mr. George was determined not to argue. Concession Mr. Lock all accounts. His son's card believes that just. If not, the son will definitely have to. Back to agree request is true. Ryan had to search after exactly 10 days. Go home penniless. Borrowed from friends but no one had any. But lend a lot of money to Ryan to spend money. Used it. Now I have no money. What time? Amputee arm and leg he reluctantly agreed. United with his wife George Mrs. Sharon very happy sir. She rushed to Cynthia's house to marry her. Cynthia's father was shocked at first when he asked to marry her. He didn't understand what was going on. But when Mrs. Sharon offered a huge amount of money, he immediately nodded like a hammer. He smiled and said he wanted to get married right away. Cynthia is not happy today. Also not sad for her since Mother Day. Losing this life is meaningless. Living with her father is no different. Hell listened to him curse every day. Beat him up mercilessly. Drunk all day and still bring drinking friends home. All night long. Several times almost lost her. Was raped by her father's friends at first. Cynthia was so scared that she couldn't eat or sleep. But, later on, her emotions were numb and she knew how to let go. Defense protect yourself. This time I heard the news that I was getting married. She did not refuse. Anyway, she escaped. Get out of this house then everything will be easy. A little more gentle next week. A lavish wedding was held. To the puzzled curiosity of their villagers. Also added salt and pepper to the fish. Mysterious story that no one knows. The real reason why Cynthia naturally became her daughter-in-law. Sharon on her wedding day she looked so heavy with gold. Both neck but the girls in the village kept regretting. Cynthia put on makeup today so much prettier than usual just strange. One thing is the bride and groom's faces look like they're giving birth. The crowd did not laugh and talk happily like couples. Other couples everyone thinks there is a problem. What is this but they do not believe grandparents. George has such power but not solved some of the evil still said. Cynthia can live even if she gets into this house. Better than death. Mother-in-law TC is awesome TC. The husband is a playboy. Beat when the wedding ended Ryan left. Wife alone in the room while he drives. Go have fun with the gang B just stood near her. You keep murderous intent if you don't get hurt. If you are forced into a dead end. Don't even think about it. Ryan will stand next to Cynthia and say nothing. To the marriage in Mrs. Sharon's house. A tiring day of entertaining guests. Then lying down. Got off the chair and kept screaming, ouch. Mr. and Mrs. Cynthia called downstairs. Teach her some related things. The family saw Cynthia as a quiet and foolish person. Mouth then Mrs. Sharon became more angry has returned. She is also backward and does not know how to use it. Cooking equipment in the kitchen made by Mrs. Wah. Must have been all day long sometimes she found out. Angry because daughter-in-law says no to everything. No Cynthia know her place. Not daring to argue but just bowed my head and listened. After teaching, Cynthia had to go to the kitchen. Cooking is a gift from God. For the skillful if each dish is a dish. Both delicious and know how to decorate. Sharon's eyes widened in surprise. The meal she also mentioned was about bringing back wedding gold for me to keep Tiger to watch daughter-in-law. How to react. So Cynthia agrees or not. Hesitated then she knew this daughter-in-law was easy to teach. There were only 3 people for dinner. She called Ryan but the father has been off for a long time. Now because she is afraid her parents will bother her. She also teach Cynthia to be caring. At the same time manage the old husband and parents. Can't live forever if Cynthia tame her son then. This all property is given to the husband and wife. Cynthia managed Ryan until almost dawn. He just came home drunk. In bed still cursing his wife. The judge kicked her to the ground for her crime. Dare to occupy my bed Cynthia knows. Know your place quietly hug the blanket down. Land to sleep alone, but Ryan still can't. Intend to let him go, just die. You are the comet that sticks around all day. He should be so unlucky and miserable. So Cynthia did not bother to reply to her. Close your eyes and pretend to be asleep. No matter what. Ryan says what? Said the next morning, Ryan again in the role of a good son he still happily wears. Wife's role going downstairs. Mr. and Mrs. George saw their son change like that. Then Ryan was happy and asked him. She let the couple go out alone to warm up. Mr. George's love still has a house in front of it. The street people just returned the premises to Ryan. Sweetly coaxing for a while. Grandparents will be super. Ryan served his wife food throughout the meal. Always talking, changing rapidly. To the point that his parents didn't even realize it. Of course they are very happy, just want children. Men know to turn back and work hard. Communicate with constituents. Ugly on the day Ryan's parents bought it. Stuff for the kids to go out alone, Ryan outside. Still treats Cynthia well, but actually happy as a feather just to be there. Alone you will not be wanted by the manager. No matter what you do. No one will touch it. Nape. To Mrs. Sharon can explain to her two children everything she wanted. And pulled Cynthia to a corner and said. Whisper something unclear, only know. That she kept nodding her head. Grandparents still. Take the children to the house to buy things. Bowl chopsticks, she also said. Weekend. The two of them drove to visit Mr. and Mrs. Ryan. Agree without hesitation to leave parents alone. If you think like that, it will be easier for you to withdraw money. But when mom and dad left, he was gone again. Ryan's true form is revealed. And he forbids Cynthia from be tattled on no matter what you do. No judgment, just whatever happens to his parents is certain. Cynthia also do not ruin live in peace. Cynthia looked at Ryan with contempt. She felt sorry for him. For parents-in-law, grandparents love son H. Give birth to everything but in return only receive. Cynthia did not answer. But carry things into the room this house has. 2 rooms like that are better to avoid having to contact each other. Cynthia slammed the door shut. To Ryan's surprise, he raised his hand. Wanted to point and curse but stopped. Ryan was still angry for a short while. Got a call from my friends again. I heard they will have a party today. Have fun with the long-legged girls. Of course Ryan wasn't very excited about it. He is only addicted to gambling. The reason Ryan is called the Master Iron Girl because every day he pairs one. Different long legs, but actually Ryan. He did nothing. He just paired up. Fun at most, just caressing or kissing. Kissing is off limits because Ryan always cares. Thinking about women, everything will be black. He lost every battle, so he was self-conscious. Stay away from sex. But it is true that man proposes. God proposes. Suddenly my parents cannot find. The girl came back and forced Ryan to get married. The more depressed he felt. Understand, at the bar the music is loud. Deafening smell of water, Sharon smell of medicine. Intertwined girls in skimpy outfits are flying around. They laughed and hugged each other like hide no one. Ryan's friends are. Room 303 is waiting for them. They are still very nervous. Beautiful girls all naked. Waiting to serve wine. Ryan was completely stunned. Episode. First time seeing the band gang strong. Willing to spend like that. Hoang just saw Ryan in. Fast little hello young man. The most thunderous game ever. Whoever swears not to get married will only meet. You are happy but admit your parents are old. How bad is your eye for people? The fresh XH won't marry the ugly one. Ugly, black and blind. I can still see. Feel sick to my stomach thinking about me and you. With in general, it's like oh my god Ryan. Our young master keeps his body like this all his life. Jade will not let anyone destroy it. Can it be now? Now defeated by a country girl. So what a waste of time. Too much. The others burst out laughing, everyone. They clapped their hands and accused Ryan. Then insult Cynthia and this person regardless. Pour yourself a glass of wine and enjoy it. Thinking I should hit the dog later. How to backpack to recover yesterday's trip. Lose 2 most beautiful girls fast. Quickly went to Ryan's place to serve. Because they know this man is famous. The sound of generously giving away money. You started telling stories about needing money. Invest this and that for Ryan to help. Don't think this time is like every other day. He spent a large amount of money to help. I helped my friends but suddenly Ryan rejected me. The old people gave her the money when they ran out. Management needs something, must have a good reason. What is it worth, you stupid son? Women holding money are like beggars. Every day, oh so humiliating. Child, you are sick. Or how did the mind become like that? Hey, they keep talking nonsense to provoke you. Ryan, no one believes Ryan was cheated on by someone else. Holding head like that, only you understand. It turns out that the conditions for wanting to live alone are: Cynthia must hold the grandparents' finances. Also issued an ultimatum if in 3 years. To the place where Ryan is not from Laos to do business. All property will be returned to you. For Ryan, for Cynthia at that time Ryan was not there. A penny in his pocket, he was very angry but dare not resist because Ryan knows his father. My mom will do the last thing that got locked. Ryan was scared until he was old and just sat there. Not yet warm seat, then received call from Cynthia. He reluctantly picked up the phone and received news: parents are on the way here. Ryan, pale face, without saying a word, ran away. Out of the room and straight home. On the way he also bought a smoothie. To be able to talk when I get home to see my dad. Mom was sleeping talking to Cynthia. Ryan faked a smile, wiping his sweat away. Tell your parents to come over. I'll buy you a smoothie. For wife and children, it's too hot today, Mr. George. Mrs. Sharon. Looks like fun. You guys used the excuse earlier. Met you on the way, so it was convenient to pass by. Sleep here for a day, tomorrow we'll go home. Grandparents sit. Talk for a while the kids go to bed. The purpose is to let Ryan and Cynthia sleep together. The room is really like a forest. The more chickens the more. The young couple had to reluctantly sleep. Share a bed all night long. Girl call. Let Ryan whine like a party pooper, making him. We have to struggle to pick up the phone and they just talk. One thing to another, want to hang up. Then they cried and whined, all the people. Used to it, so Ryan had to grit his teeth and bear it. Cynthia lay beside him, grabbing the thing. Electricity. Mom and Dad are in the room over there. Do you want to die? If you want to die alone, go. I don't want to go with you. Turns out Cynthia signed a commitment with her parents. Ryan just needs her to change her mind. Ryan's way to help her husband reduce his desire. Play hard work, you will be, sir. She gave a house with 2 billion cash. Named after her. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The amount was too large, so Cynthia nodded. No matter what you think, you are allowed. Do everything your way, I just need to change. Ryan is changed. Done. He saw Cynthia like that. Crazy. Go ahead and slap her. The slap she got. Crazy? What the hell are you asking? Manager, I never expect me to come in. Framework never wears. Sooner or later I kick her out of here too. Don't be so bossy. Show me. Cynthia, don't cry. She already too callous to beatings like rice. She smiled faintly. I'm afraid the person who was kicked out of this house is you. Want to chase me away? Don't dream on. This is the last time I give hand push foot animation. If still, next time I will call the police. Bro. The most cowardly form of domestic violence is to show your fist with women is his wife. Who said you are my wife? You kind of woman? She is not promiscuous. They got bored playing, so they gave up. What? This sentence is like a stab in the gut. Cynthia's heart. Every time I recall the memory, that horror made her whole body tremble. Because that place is a stain that never fades. Now clean up. She stared at Ryan. The soulless eyes that even Ryan was embarrassed. He knows he is wrong, but now there is only can ignore it and pretend nothing happened. What? Cynthia turned her face to the wall. She bit teeth to not cry out loud. She just hoped to have money, quickly have a house. To live alone freely is not. Look at someone else's face. All night she could not sleep. Just tossing and turning, back and forth, left and right. She thought about past things and then self-pity. For my fate there were times. Cynthia blamed God for being so unfair. Her everything, never let her have one complete happiness. She always believed that just living well, no trying, will have results, but every time also failed miserably. There were times when she thought about death, to lose interest, suffer female torment, but each time, remember the promise to mother, promise to continue life despite difficulties, being crushed, still strong. Cynthia smiled bitterly, walking forward. Tears kept rolling down hot cheeks. She also did not know how she would hold out until she was too tired. She want to fall down, sometimes just want to have a friend to lean on and listen to her confide. But that is also an extremely luxurious wish. Her dream is simple but not yet achieved. The time she dreamed of having someone will remember your birthday. I organize for myself, even if it is a cake. Little Ryan was still sleeping soundly. Disregard for one's actions. How to hurt wife in the morning when there is his parents' face in the same person. Good husband, but when grandparents are gone. Ryan started using harsh words again. Cynthia was so angry that she didn't make her give it to him. Money out of course when Cynthia refused. Then Ryan insulted him mercilessly. I intend to straighten my legs and lower my forearms. But think about it, Ryan go. Disappeared until evening when I got home. I also naturally carry a girl face. Young girl probably only in her early 20s. This girl is wearing a very short skirt. She hugged Ryan tightly as if she was challenge. Awake. Ryan also took the opportunity to tease. Try harder to show love. In the afternoon he raised his voice and forced his wife. Prepare food and drink for your lover. I will resist, but I didn't expect her to. Still obediently went to clean the rice. She sat down. Down there the rice world eats first. See wife. Ryan was sure she was being bullied. The more voiceless the better. I ordered her to keep criticizing me. Food not to taste, missing chili, missing garlic. Missing ginger, then make Cynthia stand up. Take it. The girl still did not respond. Dorothy resisted, grabbing Ryan's hand and shaking it. He picked up food for himself and then acted spoiled. Oh, my eyes hurt so much and I feel dizzy. Know what else to eat tonight? Sleep with me, you serve me. To the doc. The old lady already knows. Can't do anything, then he just stay in a daze. Just looking at it makes me bored. End. Neck. Ryan lifted Dorothy's chin a little higher. As soon as he saw Cynthia come out, he kissed her on her lips as if to challenge Cynthia to pour on the table, continue to sit down to eat. Delicious. When finished eating she stood up. Calmly said after eating, then clean up. I will call my parents later. So hopefully there are no more dishes here. Next time you bring a girl home, choose this type, which is a little bit prettier and cheaper. Dirty bed sheet only. What are you talking about? Dorothy was so aggressive that she argued with Cynthia. But Ryan stopped him. Leave that crazy girl alone. What do you care? Cynthia sneered and walked away. Before she left she did not forget. I rented a hotel outside. Don't come back later. Every day I carry the body. Self-service. Okay, I'm going. Ryan was still in shock when Cynthia gone. I don't know her. What are you up to? Dorothy was happy. Secretly, because tonight is sure. We'll get into bed with Ryan, just need to seduce. What is there to be afraid of if he gets in bed? No, my got a huge fortune. But was immediately slapped in the face by reality. What a mistake. Ryan made her do the dishes. Clean up this mess, let her do it. I was stubborn, but in the end I had to. He kept looking at Ryan sitting there, still wondering. I wonder if Cynthia is sleeping with him? Hey, I'm just afraid she'll be lured by bad people again. Coaxing, lost how much money, take out all. Thinking about this Ryan was uneasy. Should call wife suddenly in. An idea popped into his head just now. Caught Cynthia cheating. Probably. I'm sure your parents won't forgive Cynthia. Of course she would have to hurry. Pack out of the house, then he was free again. Ryan turned off his phone and texted her to wish her well. Have fun and remember to find a handsome guy. A little boy. But a cleft lip and navel is tiring. Very much. Cynthia did not bother to reply. Because this makes Ryan even angrier. At night he sat and smoked. Today's cigarette continues to lose. He was angry but did not return to his seat. Pretend Ryan sat there drinking glass after glass. Another cup until drunk, then stagger away. Enter. Dorothy saw that and quickly followed. She also did not forget the invitation earlier. When Ryan wasn't looking, she secretly put in some stimulant. Ryan still didn't get drunk. Or know anything. My brother is hot right now. Glowing like 1,000 ants are flying. Wriggling. Only when Dorothy touched him. This is the ultimate pleasure story. What will be, the two of them had a passionate lovemaking night without end. When Ryan woke up with a pounding headache, he jumped when he saw Dorothy hugging him. Take both of us in a state of no cloth covering his body. Ryan was flustered. Hit my head hard, I didn't think I would. Stick to women in no circumstances. How cool is that? Dorothy opened her eyes now. She looked at him and smiled. Are you awake? I was so naughty yesterday, but you. Ryan quickly pushed Dorothy away from him. I hurriedly put on my new clothes. Opened the door and saw my parents and Cynthia standing there. There since when Mr. George did not say no. That slap the son in the face wanted. His cheeks burned with anger. You idiot. Get lost. Get out of here, I don't have a son. Rude like you. My wife and I do not teach. If you get it, let the world teach you. I thought you knew how to turn back and repent. Reform, but still the old horse is familiar with the old road. Dare to bring girls home to sleep. Also, she slept with a guy. Why didn't you come home all night? Dad didn't blame you. It slapped him again loudly. Bang. Up. Ryan stiffened his endurance. He has limits, so roar like a wounded animal. Can I go? I can't. Give her everything. For her. Ryan angrily crossed Mr. George. I also bought that car for you. Go empty-handed without taking anything. Anything later, find a job to do if starving to death, to go to the company to apply for a job. 7,000 per month. If you think it's too little, earn some. Wherever you go, take this woman with you. Even if it is not a promise of life and death. Also love and protect each other with you. But this time I will let you both be satisfied. I wish he would turn around and tell his daughter-in-law today. Tomorrow, Dad, buy me a dog. If you see one, strangers come and let the dogs loose. This kind of shameless person has nothing to respect. If my parents give me that money, I will. You have full control over what you want to invest. Or do anything without asking. Where are the parents? Cynthia nodded. Thank you. He was so flustered that Ryan's eyes were blazing with anger. Then leave immediately. Mrs. Sharon has been feverish all this time. Heart but dare not say wait for child. She asked after leaving. Husband, are you being so strict this time? Mr. If he is desperate and takes a risk, then he has to do it. Come on. Do you plan to raise it for life? It turned out like this all because of them. We are done now, let it grow on its own. Kill it to open its eyes. Cynthia also intervened. Don't worry, Mom. He's out of money. We'll contact you soon. Let's do it. As planned it should be. Only then will I know how to appreciate the money I earn. But no amount is like throwing salt away. See, the next few days Ryan just hung around. Beetle nut chewing from house to house. None of my friends are nice to me. When they saw that Ryan was no longer of any use, no one was interested in making excuses to let him pass. Ryan eats and sleeps all day. No job, final amount. Also not a penny left. Then he realized. Out my friends, no one is sincere. Help. The girl named Dorothy also disappeared. Disappeared but still did not forget to tell Ryan. A guy sleeps with a girl. Still humiliated to borrow money. Ryan, don't want to go back home because of few days. Before you boldly will never. I would love to go back there if I could now. Going back is like admitting yourself. I am so useless and incompetent, but when I endure hungry, a new day begins. Sharon up belly. Ryan was forced to go begging after the protest was so loud. But now he realized how difficult it was. Difficult jobs mainly recruit women. Hiring experienced people. Ryan has not. Have to get hands on anything. Everything should feel new. I walked until my legs were tired. Then finally. Also want to sell at the store. Ryan was as happy as if he had just found gold. Stay here today. They will give you an export. Rice in pocket, no money left. Ryan had to pretend he was from the countryside and got arrested. Steal money to save face in the afternoon. Ryan went to rearrange his clothes and tried to remember all the prices, but can't remember what to sell. Confused about the price of this pants mixed up with price of those pants. Mind is always wandering. Like in the clouds, so the manager also shook his head. Ryan is bored and I want to be tonight. Sleeping here should be fired immediately. He walked down the street dejectedly. Familiar. Never, Ryan felt. My life is deadlocked like now. But he wanted to prove it to his parents. I have talent, I can earn a lot. Lots of money without asking for it. Mom, but the present is too cruel. Now want to find a place to sleep temporarily. No call friends, no one. Longing to pick up the phone after thinking for a while. Ryan decided to sell this phone. Take the cheaper one and pay the rest. Bet on the lottery and hope to change his life. Also rented a motel to stop and call. Some delicious food to eat again to regain strength in the evening. Ryan tried to dream up the lottery numbers he had left. Join forums to get advice on what they will do. Beat the child who has a teacher who calls himself Feng Shui Lottery with advertisements. Up in the clouds. He played the number 8792 for everyone. Hit with the firm assertion that the day is tomorrow will be back. Ryan on his personal page. Look, there are unexpectedly many people. Cheers. Thanks for helping them change their lives. Ryan also saw a glimmer of hope. Decided to bet all remaining money. Come in here and sleep soundly. Tomorrow will be a big win. Ryan is still here. The motel said they made me delicious food. Will pay both principal and interest by evening. But, oh, when the results came out, he knew that. I'm wrong. Ryan said no. We are planning to get out of here. But the landlord was faster than one step. They knocked on the door demanding Ryan payment. Knew to continue staying. The result is when saw him frantically opening all the bags. Pants. No money then at the motel. They also allow to hold the phone. I'll stay tomorrow morning and leave now. Ryan just felt the humiliation and shame. Feels like everything is spinning. Back just a few days old from a rich kid spent money without hesitation until not a penny left. Stick bag, pour hand on forehead to think. Think about whether there is anything to do but everywhere ask for job application. The mortar is not healthy enough to do it. The next day he continued to beg. Job. This time Ryan asked for a cleaning job. With restaurant service. Although the salary is low but the light has a place to eat and sleep. Staff. Ryan is the highest rated person here. About a month and parents will forget it. Earn it. But when he does it, he realizes it. The world's money is not easy. Eat as Ryan imagined. They were demanding. Bullying in all kinds of ways, not to mention old employees. He was so naughty that he tried every way to cause trouble. Grit your teeth and go to bed at night still feeling. Seeing myself as a bad person. Ryan remembers. The days before I regret. Because I overreached. Ryan strong. Mouth said create your own career. But now I have no money. No qualifications, then what to do? So soul. And so here sleeping on the bed. Without mattress Ryan ached all over. But cannot tell anyone. When the staff next to him called. Texting to ask about family and relatives. Then Ryan was left alone lying in one place. He racked his brain to find a solution. Get out of this difficult period but powerless. The next day he was busy again. Serve guests who come here to eat this time. Ryan's friends came here to organize a festival. They caught Ryan carrying food. Then suddenly face dumb, mouth moving. Speechless. Then burst out laughing. Excited, no one thought Ryan would be pushed. To the point that some people even embellish this path. So Ryan, not biological son. His grandparents' girl named Cynthia is. Lost daughter found me this time. Girl said they kicked Ryan out. I don't know who spread this news but they are still proud. Like a hazy discussion. Really, Ryan was stunned. He didn't think again. There is such an absurd thing, so stand up and argue. Each other to clarify black and white. Ryan hung ho. Beat someone, just teased me, the result was. Ryan was beaten up by the whole group. Also fired for daring. Beat the customer. All the friends laughed. Hole just took out the phone to film them. Use extremely impolite words. To bring down Ryan. From the past until now they. Just take advantage of his money. Just fung, now Ryan has nothing left. So they also turned over Ryan's card. Failure, humiliated. He stood up slowly. Walked back wide but lonely. Strangely, Ryan just walked step by step. I do not know how. I walked home to the house. Still the same. Everything is just as it is in my heart. Feel so strange again. Cynthia is under the ground growing vegetables. She was passionate about doing it. Ryan's absence. Black from somewhere suddenly came to the storm. Ryan didn't know how to handle the idea. Then there is a call. Echoing from behind him. You're back. Come in. Cynthia quickly opened the door. She considered. Nothing happened. Ryan saw that too. Be shy. Sit here quietly. I'll get the killer. Antibacterial for these wounds. If you are not careful, you will get an infection. I used to. Also had the same thing once. Then she absolutely did not ask why. Why are you like this but like that, Will? It's not awkward for either of us seeing the way it is. She meticulously treated each wound. Suddenly Ryan felt a little emotional. This feeling never experienced before. In life. Cynthia whispered. Dad was seriously ill. Come visit him. I call you now. Without Dad, how did Dad get a stroke? Kneeling still, lying in one place, not moving. Ryan heard the news and it was like a thunderbolt. He hurriedly ran to find the key. Then both of them went to Mr. George's house to listen. Familiar car sound, then surely the child. The boy came home. He climbed into bed and kept groaning. Mrs. Sharon tried to squeeze out a few drops of water. Eyes keep crying. Sir, please don't. If you leave me, I will know where to stay. Who must be healthy to see the child? Our son. He still says is Mr. Cow. I hope Ryan will repent. Believe it will make my wife and I open our eyes. Open your face. Ryan was walking and suddenly stopped. Not brave enough to follow Mrs. Sharon. In which deliberately evokes memories. Commemorate his grandparents' sacrifice. But Ryan. Never know, try, I'm done. Time and time again to annoy parents. She still remembers the time he was trying to save her. Son survived the accident with injuries. Skull in hospital for months here. At this point Ryan could not hold back his tears. Ran into the bed and knelt down on the floor. Hold Dad's skinny veiny hand. Ryan cried. Dad, I was wrong. Don't be like that. Dad. Get well soon. I promise you. Dad. Will study well. I will learn to quit whatever the company manager wants. I agree. Mr. George looked very tired. He looked tired. Dad, I just want you to treat me well. My wife and I also hope you know how. Take care of your life. Take care. For mother and child when father is no longer in this world. Hey, I don't dare think too much about it. Ryan nodded. I promise Dad I will do it. Ryan and Mr. George talked for a long time. Late at night Mrs. Sharon Duck had her son with her. The bride went to the bedroom first. She had prepared it. Everything ready. Ryan looked at Dad and then softly said, I can feel my father's hardship. Mother blames herself for being useless. Into the room as usual Cynthia wrapped herself in a blanket. Sleep on the floor but because she was sick. Ryan thought for a while and then kept coughing. Go to bedtime. I want to go to hell. King or what? Sleeping down there just waiting for. So Cynthia quickly climbed into bed. She is just using bitter tactics to please Ryan, hoping he will this time really know how to change to start over. From that day on, I admit that Ryan changed. Dizzy the first time he came to work. The company also relies on the manager to teach. Ask about anything you don't understand. Again I come home on time. No longer addicted to gambling. Needless to say, Mr. and Mrs. George were delighted. Gold hammer socks because the son already knows how to change. Change however, grandparents still have to act. Let it be. Ryan is smart. He very quickly caught up with the whirlwind of work. Ryan still attends classes every night. His manager also no longer treats him well. Cynthia is as strict as before. Although not too close but also sometimes. Family-related business exchange. Ryan's family also realized that this girl was quite is thoughtful, cooking delicious and durable. Difficult always come home see the house. Clean a table full of delicious food. She never look for trouble first. Grumbled despite Ryan's messy belongings. Then Cynthia patiently went to pick it up and put it away. Clean up every place so she can wake up in the morning. Cook early to prepare food for Ryan. Carry on day by day gradually. He also got used to her presence. This girl. Two people try tea even though they have not gone over limit but already in bed. Consider that a significant step forward. Every time there is a phone call as female partner. Or the old girls call Ryan. Try to turn on speakerphone to avoid disturbance. Complicated or explaining things that are not. Maybe he also recognized his wife nearby. This knows how to dress and take care of yourself. Body but not as sloppy as before. Long. Caught her laughing alone again. Love life so much. It's been 3 months. Now Ryan is completely transformed. The whole of England is always focused on work. Ryan's constant learning also. Often visit parents to ask about their health. Health picture of him and Cynthia also opened up with each other rather than being annoyed and quarrelsome. Like before. Today last week Ryan just signed important contract he accidentally saw. Cynthia's birthday is the same, so Cynthia was very happy when she asked her to go out to eat. But the joy was short-lived. Dorothy stood outside. Ryan just arrived at the gate when she rushed to hug him, crying and sobbing to announce her pregnancy. Ryan was stunned for a few seconds in disbelief. Is true, but when she gave the paper ultrasound matches that day, Ryan didn't know what to do, so he just looked Cynthia with a guilty face. Of course she also a little disappointed, but Cynthia still walking forward. She gripped the table tightly. Husband's hand, voice full of determination. If true, she is pregnant with his child. When will child support be paid later? Born then bring here for testing. We can't raise cuckoos. Since that day she has been missing without a trace. The explanation suddenly appeared now. Now it surprises me even if I want to believe it. Hard to believe anyone knows except my husband. Who else did you sleep with? Dorothy was one-eyed. She tried to explain. Failed to gain Ryan's trust, but he did. Quick mind, my wife is right. Just deal with it. That's it. Now you go out. Take us out to dinner. Dorothy looked at the man in front of her resentfully. Her face regretted the food coming. Mouth still fell off. If only that day she a little smarter now. Got a juicy piece of cake today. Ryan still take the trouble to prepare a birthday cake. Really big. I ordered luxury restaurant. Wish happy birthday Cynthia. She was so touched. Cried while Cynthia was emotional. Then Ryan's parents walked in and Ryan looked. Seeing dad walking normally makes me happy. Thank you so much for Cynthia. Care with good medicine should be sick. Love was also cured their whole family. Today was a real family meal. Everyone smiled happily. Cynthia fake diaper. Thank you mom and dad. Thank you husband for giving her a home. It's been a long time since she was so happy. Seeing this girl cry suddenly makes my nose hurt. His also feels spicy, Ryan said to himself. Do not betray your wife. Sad so anymore tonight. Also the official wedding night of both. Ready to see Cynthia shaking that Ryan. They love their wives even more strangely. Drunk in love, two bodies blend together. How much does a minute save cost? Let's forget all previous misunderstandings. Make room for sublimation. Ryan also cares. Everything with wife tonight both. No sleep, they once told everything. Each other listen, no more hiding anything. What Ryan considers himself lucky. Lucky to find a gentle wife like that. So he also realized his feelings. Every day one step higher. The next day their lives were bare. Ryan is always helping his wife when he comes home in pink. Cooking and cleaning, they just enjoy each other. Eat, walk, talk about the day. Dorothy also came here several times to make things difficult, but when Cynthia threatened to drag him to the hospital, amniocentesis DNA test if not, must be Ryan will sue her, disappeared. Always dare not turn back friends. Ryan also wanted to reconnect a few times, but he refused to cut off all contact with Ryan. Just want to spend all time with family. I also often arrange work to be together. Wife goes to charity when in contact with the unfortunate lives. He just realized the value of life when you see yourself lucky. Luckier than many people. He also felt sorry. Love to share and help people. Different, he is not as wasteful. Think carefully before doing anything. Always put his wife's parents first. When Cynthia offered to work for Ryan right away, immediately send his wife to the company as a secretary. Call her secretary for prestige, but she appears at the company, just goes through the motions and doesn't do anything. Get to work. What did the staff get to see today? The boss's wife's face. Everyone is eager, they want. Watch the girl who made Ryan change dramatically. So what is the secret? Ryan has been working hard lately. It makes people a little nervous. Not familiar with him yet, he also dat out. Very strict rules, whoever goes. Late nights are miserable for Ryan just because of the reason. Due to force majeure, Cynthia went everywhere. Someone came to ask for her secret. Smile because he sees the point. But I do not have the secret, he is very good and kind. Hearing this makes everyone happy. TC praised Cynthia as a wonderful woman. Always put husband's dignity first. She never even complains or talk about husband's bad habits. Thigh also knows how to stir up the atmosphere. The office is more fun with her. Not as gloomy as usual. Where did Ryan go? Also brought his wife along in the eyes of. You always shine with pride in your world. Introducing to everyone, this is the woman who brought him back from the brink. Human rebirth. He later, when they have two sides. Child. The love is still as passionate as. Ryan was also strict in his work. Teaching children while Cynthia is gentle and kind. Both boys are very obedient and polite. Ryan often tells his children about good study habits. Listen to my story of being forced to marry by my parents. But in the end is complete happiness. Every time he told the story, he held her hand tightly. Wife then concluded the last sentence, I thank you, I owe me all my life. Your life, dear audience. You have just finished listening to the story to you. Hi. Hope you will always support the channel by clicking subscribe channel, like, share video and leave comments below. Thanks guys.